in the middle of Brooklyn, in an apartment in Brooklyn. It wasn't that much that was like that was afforded to me, But I managed to change that. 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 Change that. Change that. Junior wore dingy jeans, played out sneakers, and hand-me-down rags. He was probably the only kid in the 21st century who had an afro pick stuck in the back of his head. And at first glance, anyone with eyes can tell that he was so low on self-esteem that if the girl of his dreams was to ever walk past him, his lips would probably fasten out of fear. The cocoons that hung from the ceiling of his stomach would all shiver until they burst open, releasing butterflies from his navel. You see, very few people took the time to get to know Junior. And even fewer knew that underneath his soda-stained t-shirt was a heart. A heart scarred by constant reminders of how unfortunate he was, how every day he smelled this way, and how no one shopped at Payless but his mom, and questions like, why are you always so hungry, Junior? Why do you never have any money, Junior? Began to suffocate his confidence until crying became easier than breathing. And one day, Junior decided to try to hold in his inhale because he thought his exhales were a nuisance to the world. Do you know what it feels like to have your exhales be a nuisance to the world? Being bullied can make you feel like you dropped out of God's pocket when he wasn't looking, like every word that fell from your mouth was a bomb, exploding conversations, rendering roses of opportunity into scorched petals. He felt as if his skin was embarrassed of his flesh, as if his smile had been barricaded behind fear for so long that he lost his God-given right to show his crooked teeth, to display joy. What's the point became the motto of his life. Until one day, Junior's grandmother placed her hands on his face as if she was holding a priceless artifact, as she said to him, Junior, did you not know God made the meek to inherit the earth? So promise me, when you walk, you will walk as if there is a chain attaching your chin to the sun, and you will hold your head up when you speak. You will speak with the conviction that can convince them that your tongue is a gavel, and if you ever decide to slam out a poem, be sure to sentence it to life. And when all is said and done, Junior, never forget to pray. Never forget to pray and thank God for putting struggle in your way. She promised him that those obstacles that were once salivating beasts that were lurking in the dark for his blood will become trophies that could be seen in the crookedness of his smile. She told him that people would see him and wonder why isn't he like the others who sagged their swag and talked that lingo. And she said if he ever got the chance to answer them, he should tell them that it's because he's seen the other side. That he watched the war wage between his dreams and his nightmares, and instead of picking sides, he knew that a man can stand in the middle of the gunfire, grab hold of both his strengths and his flaws and bring them together, because it's never gonna kill you to embrace who you are. She told him if it did kill him, at least he could say he died true. She told him only kings died true. That was the first time anyone ever called him a king. She told him that the truth was he did not fall out of God's pocket, but he was donated to this world to make a difference in someone's life with his story. His crown in heaven will not be glittered in gold, but she promised him it will be encrusted with the hearts that he touched with his poems. So she told him, keep writing. Keep writing, Junior. And know that each word to your story is a gift to someone in that same struggle. Keep writing. it was really thanks to my grandma that I really got that far and did that. And the crazy part about it is, it's like she always told me, she said, you know, these people going to talk about you till the day you die. She told me people going to talk about me regardless of whatever I do. She said, as long as I keep praying, you know, and just only try to impress God, you know, my mom, and keep everybody and my brother and my sister and keep all of them in mind, that I should be fine. You know, God put me on this earth for a purpose, she told me.